down below. Today we're going to be doing a very interesting video, that is eyebrows do's and don'ts. I've personally done so many, not all of the don'ts that I'm about to show you guys, and I hope you really enjoy this video. I know it can be a little bit hard for some of us to do your eyebrows, and it's time consuming, so I hope some of these tips and tricks will help you make your eyebrow game or doing your eyebrows so much easier than it is. So keep doing what you love, and if you notice that you're doing some of the don'ts, you can try doing the do's, and I'm sure it will make your work easier and your eyebrow game much better than it already is. So with that said, let's go straight to the video. But first, I guess I'm going to have to tie my hair because we really can't work with this on my face. I'm going to use this bandana, I guess. We'll see what I'm going to do here. So with that said, let's go straight to the video. So this is what I've done. So just bear with me, and I really hope you're going to enjoy this video. So if you do, don't forget to like, share and comment. And I've noticed that most of you all have not yet subscribed to the channel, so if you know you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please do. Yeah, I had to bring you guys closer so that you can see. Don't mind my face, I know I really have some little bit of hyperpigmentation here and here. I'll do the do's on this side and I'll do the don'ts on this side. So my first tip is you really need to have this brush. If you don't, this is a two-sided brush, as you can see. I'll be using this side to conceal my eyebrows, and I'll be using this side to brush my hairs. When you're brushing your eyebrows, most people just do this. Can you see that? Do this. And when you do this, you're just aligning the eyebrows and they'll be straight, so you won't really see the spaces in between your eyebrows. But if you brush them upwards, it will be easier to fill them in, to fill the spaces in. Because if you're really looking for a natural look, it will be better if you brush them upwards, because then you're going to it will be easier for you to fill them in. So that's tip number one. Have a brush, and if you really don't have this, you can use your mascara wand, but clean it first, clean it thoroughly before using it. This works, or a mascara wand. Another thing is that when you're using a pencil, I'll be using a pencil today because we're going for a natural look, and I personally think pencils work way better than gel pomades, and that's why I'm using a pencil. Make sure you're using a pencil that is the same color to your skin tone, because then if you use a darker one, it will look a little bit crazy. But if you're looking for a natural eyebrow look, it will be better if you go with something that works for you, works with your face and your eyebrows, okay? For me, I use this Davies pencil, and it works great for me. It's in number 18. I think number 18 works for most people, but if it doesn't, make sure you look for a pencil that works for you. Don't use something too dark. So on the do side, I'll be using this pencil, and on the down side, I'll be using the Davies, but in black, because at times people use the black pencils and it really doesn't work for your face. So I'll be using this on the down side, and I'll be using this on the do side, so that you can see the difference of using the pencil that works for you and your skin color, and the one that doesn't. So you're going to notice a very big difference. So first thing, when you're doing your eyebrows, you should line it just lightly. Don't use a hard lightly, just lightly. Oh, forgive me, I'm looking at my mirror down below, so yeah. Just lightly draw a line, like so. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing on top of my eyebrows. And just like that. I just drew the shape of my eyebrows. I really didn't do anything much. You should always follow the shape of your eyebrows so that you can get a better look, because most of the times you end up doing the wrong shapes on your eyebrows and it looks really crazy. So on the down side, I'm going to be using this Davies pencil in black, and I'm going to do the same thing. As I said, if you look at this side, I really use the light hand to draw to shape my eyebrows. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not really going to like follow the shape of my eyebrows. What I see most women doing is like changing the shape of their eyebrows. If you really do have thick eyebrows, I would recommend if you work with what you have. But if you really don't have much hair on your eyebrows, then you can like shape it to whatever shape you want. But if you really have thick eyebrows, I'll recommend you work with what you have so that the result may look 10 times better than they already do. So I'm going to use this one. And most people really use, and I'm not really going to follow the shape of my eyebrows. Without even doing anything else, you can see this looks pretty crazy. I'm going to do the same thing on top of my eyebrows. Another thing, if you noticed when I was doing this eyebrow, I really didn't start at the end. I did it a little bit here, because if you draw it from the very start, you're going to have sharpy eyebrows, and that's what we really don't. We don't want sharpy eyebrows. So that's what I was avoiding when I started, like when I was drawing the top. I started from here, you can see here, to draw so that you can have an ombre finish. So another thing is that you make sure you're brushing your eyebrows like so. When you do that, it makes your eyebrows look a little bit fuller than they are, creates texture, and it will create spaces that you're going to fill in later. So on this other side, I'm really not going to do much. Already I've only drawn the shape of my eyebrow. I haven't done anything else. And it already looks crazy. So that's the difference when you're using the right color on your eye and the wrong color. When you're doing your eyebrows, you should avoid as much as possible not to shade, but rather to like fill in. Yeah, you should fill in your eyebrows instead of shading. So this is what should happen, like so. Make sure you're using a light hand. You should use a light feathered hand so that it may not seem so harsh or crazy. So that's what I'm going to do, filling in the spaces that you see around your eyebrows. Be patient, don't use a heavy hand. Your hands should be really light. Use light strokes to fill that in. And here I'm just going to like use really extremely fine stroke. Really, I'm using a light hand. You've seen. So this is this side, and the dance is shading. This is what I see most women doing. This is shading. You're really not following the direction of your hair. You're just shading, you know, you're painting it. Some people even do this even on their eyebrows. Sorry, I messed that up. So some people even do this till the start of their eyebrows, and this creates this box thing. Can you see? And this side there's really no box. That is what you're avoiding. So that's why I said you should like on top. Make sure you start either here, because if I did, it wouldn't have done that, and if I filled in, it wouldn't have looked this crazy. As you can compare the two sides, this looks pretty crazy compared to this other side. So this is what happens if you first use the wrong color while doing your eyebrows. 2, when you shade your eyebrows instead of filling them in. 3, filling them in or shading them till the start of your eyebrows. Okay, there's some people who really love this box thingy look, but I prefer the ombre look. That's why I really don't fill in the start of my eyebrows. I just don't do anything to them. I just like leave them like that. Or if you really have to do something, just few and light strokes. Use very light strokes to do the hairs on this side. So if you can see, there's already a very great difference on the two sides. So another thing that most people do, or I have done, is when you're using a concealer, that is when you're concealing your eyebrows, using a shade too light. Okay, it's advisable if you use a shade lighter than you, like one shade lighter than you, but not too light, because then again if you use too light to look crazy, like really. But when I'm concealing my eyebrows, I either use my foundation or this concealer. It's just one shade lighter than I am, so it works great for me. But you'll end up seeing people using a lighter shade, like way later. If you look at this, it's not really that light. I really don't know if you guys can see that. It's not that light compared to this other one. This other one is way lighter than me, so that's what I'm going to be using on this side, and this is what I'm going to be doing on this side. So we're going to start with the do's. I'm going to put it on my palm, like so. You can see that? It's a little bit lighter. It's one shade lighter, so that's what we want. I'll be using this brush. It's an angled brush. It really works great, especially when you're doing your eyebrows. It works great for me. Don't overdo the product, because it will be easier to blend it out. It will create harsh lines. I'm going to do that on this other side, and you'll see what I mean. So don't use too much product. A little bit goes a long way. Don't overdo it. So we are going to conceal this other side. Like so. Take your time when you are concealing. Just take your time. You shouldn't be in a hurry, because this is where most of us mess it up. Just a little bit. Use a very light hand. Okay. You can see. Like that. Can you see that, guys? So that is what you're going for. Like so. Using a lighter shade helps in highlighting your brow bone, okay? That's why it's recommended to use a lighter shade, just one shade lighter than you, or you can use your foundation color. So that is it for the eye. Okay, when you go to the upper side, I'll prefer using your eyeshadow. I'll prefer using your foundation to like conceal, so that you won't have those harsh lines and your concealer will be all over the place. So that's why I prefer using a foundation, because then it will melt. It will look better when you're using your foundation to like conceal, so that you won't have those harsh lines and your concealer will be all over the place. So that's why I prefer using a foundation. On this other side, I'm going to use a concealer that is lighter, way lighter than me. So you're going to notice the difference between this side and this side. I'm still using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. That is what I'm using. Let's see how that goes. Wow, this is so light. Can you notice the difference between these two? Yes, this is light, but this is too light. It's way lighter than my color. So you're just going to don't use so much product, but on the do side I'm going to use so much product so that you can see the difference. When you use the needed amount and when you use the excess, there'll be a very big difference, and you'll notice. So this is what I'm using on this other side. Looks pretty crazy, guys. Can you see that? There's a very huge difference. This side looks crazy. So you really need to blend that out. I'll prefer if you blend it. You need to blend this out. You can use a brush. I use this brush to blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do. and when I blend it, you're going to see it looks so natural, so much better. Can you see that? Let's now blend this other side and see how it looks. I said you shouldn't use so much product, because then again, if you use so much product, it tends to be easier when you're blending it. You can see, can you really guys see this? There are these harsh lines here. Can you see that? Yeah. They're very harsh and makes it so easy for you to blend. So these are the lines that we don't want. We really don't want those harsh lines, because it doesn't really look nice. It doesn't at all. It makes it hard for you to blend all the concealer out compared to this other side. It's well blended. Very blended. You can't even notice. It's blended very well compared to this other side. As I said, when you're doing the top one, I recommend using your foundation. I personally use the Maybelline foundation, Super Stay foundation. Yeah, Fit Me Maybelline foundation. That is in shade 350. Don't know why it's not focusing. We are going to use that to conceal the top part. You really don't have to. You can skip that part, but if you've meshed, use your foundation color. So that's what I'm going to do on this side, and on this other side I'm going to use the same concealer that I used to conceal this down part. So you're going to notice the difference when I do that. So that's what I'm going to do. As I said, a little bit of it goes far. Just like so. Don't be in a hurry to conceal. Take your time. Okay. So that it will be easy. If you notice you've made a mistake, it will be easier to go back and correct it. Can you see that? This side looks so good. You really can't even notice that I've concealed the upper part. That's because the foundation is big color, and we really don't want the harsh lines that come when you're using the concealer that is way lighter than you are. So I'm going to, on this other side, I'm going to use the concealer that I used concealing upwards. So that's what I'm going to use. The same concealer. You'll notice I'm very you can't really blend this concealer, can you? You can't. It makes everything worse. Let's try blending it and we'll see what it is. Don't use too much product, because then this is what you're going to happen to your eyes. They look so crazy and you can't even blend the concealer. It still looks crazy. And remember, we were going for a natural look. Can you notice? Very big difference between these two sides. Very big difference. You really can't see. This looks so natural. You can't notice I've done so anything to it compared to this other side. This looks crazy. So there are people who prefer the eyebrows to look a little bit darker than they are. I do, to create the ombre look, to make it seem to pop out a little bit, to make your eyebrows pop out a little bit. I use this, the dark one, not so much, just here at at the middle. And as I said, do not shade, just fill that in, okay? A little bit goes a long way. Don't overdo it. We really don't want it to look at this other side. So just a little bit. Can you see that? Oh wow, this looks crazy. This looks really nice. Really, really nice. So there's a major difference between this pro and this one. Another thing that I really need to add on is that I see that most people, there are people who prefer using the gel pomades, and it works, it really does. But if you're a beginner, I'd highly recommend using an eyebrow pencil because it's way easier to work with. If you really haven't mastered the art of using an eyebrow pencil, then I think it should be a little bit harder for you to learn using the gel pomades and the brush and everything. So if you want me to do another video on that, make sure you comment down below. But this is the finished look. As you can see, this side looks pretty crazy compared to this other side. And comment down below some of the do's versus the don'ts that you usually do on a daily basis, or some of the don'ts that you have noticed you do and would like to change it, and other do's. So I guess that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you give this a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So with that said, bye, see you next time.